Training Camp 3.0 is now complete, and Ohio State made history with the latest spring game the program has ever had. And there he is. We have one last time. Welcome to the Notebook, Caden Curry. Congratulations on your senior day. I asked you on the field, so I'm going to reiterate it right now. You scored. How did they take that away from you?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I got something better coming down the road, I want to feel like. But, I mean, it was definitely heartbreaking, but it's whatever.
What do you think of Carson Hensman's hair over here, by the way?
No comment. No comment at all.
What happened here? Did you lose a bet?
Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about that. Actually, I was actually really tired of getting called Caden Curry all the time. I'd walk out, he'd be like, Caden Curry. So I wanted to keep all of his glory to him.
Well, congratulations on that. It looks great.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Pepper will love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think? Did he score? Did you see a replay?
Oh, yeah, I thought he scored for sure. I was asking him, like, why didn't he? He must not have wanted it bad enough. No, just kidding.
Just give you guys a chance down there in the red zone.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right, they want you in there, so I'm not going to hold you up.
Okay.
But we had to figure out what was going on there. You don't look like yourself.
I don't know. That's a good thing.
So can you take me through what a senior day is actually like for you? Like, we've seen you play with your heart on your sleeve and be emotional, but when you and your classmates have that opportunity before the game, how did you process it?
I mean, definitely just seeing how small our classes got over the years and just knowing how tight-knit us 7 guys are really out there definitely brings a lot to us. And, I mean, it just makes you kind of emotional. But, I mean, go out there and play hard like I always do.
Did you cry?
No, I did not cry.
What?
Did not cry.
Did you see any tears? Anybody out there?
My mom.
Your mom,
My
okay.
parents, obviously.
Somebody had to.
Yeah, but definitely was great. I mean, it's great to be around them.
Is it all strange to have those emotions and you know that this is the end in the horseshoe, or you guys are planning on it being the end in the horseshoe, but you have so much football left, including next week?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely motivating. I mean, we got a hardware to play for now, and we just got to go out there and play football like we know how to.
Where would this one rank? I described it as like you were possessed today. I mean, it had been a few weeks since you'd had a sack, and it was like not leaving this building without getting at least one more, and then you got 2.
Yeah, I mean, just fueling the fire, and we got to keep it going, honestly. Just keep the oil burning and just keep fighting for the next week.
I know you're going to go get ready for the game right now. So thanks, Caden. Congratulations on senior day. So that Ohio State defense, I joked. They had a real opponent. It was Rutgers. And we thought they might provide a better test with their offense, but it turns out that Ohio State's top-ranked defense is going to shut down pretty much anybody. They win this game 42-9. They are 11-0. I know the conversation. We've gone a couple of minutes just to start the notebook right here without mentioning Jeremiah Smith not playing, Carnell Tate not playing on Saturday against Rutgers. There was no immediate update from Ryan Day behind these doors just a few minutes ago. You know, there are a lot of people around the program that are still expecting that both of those guys are going to be available next week. But what we saw today, which is there's going to be hand-wringing. I think there's always nerves when you get ready for a trip to the big house. This Ohio State offense did not look like itself. The explosiveness of the passing attack when you took out JJ, when you took out Carnell, when you had Mylan Graham didn't play in the first half. Quincy Porter was unavailable for the entire game. He was also on the injury report. Ohio State was playing essentially with one hand behind its back. And given some of I guess we can look at it a number of different ways, but we spent the first half of the season, 7-8 games, talking about if that run game could find some traction and get rolling. It's starting to do that. You know, Bo Jackson playing at a very high level. Now he had a play that he'll want to have back. Ryan Day mentioned Max Clare right here. So Max, join us on the notebook for 2 minutes before you get out of here. We've been waiting to get you all year.
Have you?
Yes. I mean, this is the most excited we've been.
Let's go.
So great. What'd you think of this performance? I likened it a little bit to, you guys were playing almost one hand behind your back without JJ and Carnell, but you and Brandon Ennis and some of these, you really stepped up to carry that load. Was that a personal challenge to you just for a game like this today specifically?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when guys like that go down, they're going to rely on other guys, and you gotta step up when your number's called and make plays. So it's kind of what happened.
Did you feel like it could be a reminder for people? Because I think you got to go down the pecking order of targets, right? Like that's the way it works. If there's an alien out there or 2 aliens, you might be 3rd or 4th in line. And just you got an opportunity today to show people, I think, what we all expected you can do, what you did do at Purdue.
No doubt, yeah. I mean, like I said, you guys when you
Okay, fine. I asked the same question again.
No doubt, though. Definitely.
Are you in a spot now where the significance of next week has to be explained to you, or you already get it?
No, I get it. I mean, I think you get it before you even get here. So you see that, and but it's just like every other week with the way we prepare and the way we compete. So it's got to go attack it just like we have each week before this.
Did James Peoples' hurdle last week inspire you to try that today? Because it looked like you jumped over 3 people, and I think you got higher than James did, to be honest.
Didn't stick the landing, though. That's a little bit different.
The landing was
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I was just out there. Not too much was going through my head.
Can I tell you
I
why it's
saw some
fascinating?
guys closing in.
Can I tell you why it's
like,
fascinating? You caught the ball in the flat. You're open. You put 2 hands on the ball when there's nobody out there, and then you decide, I'm going over these 3 dudes.
Well, yeah, the first thing that was in my brain was I had that ball come loose early in the game, so I was like, I got to protect the ball at all costs. And then I just started running. I saw like a bunch of guys closing in. I was like, oh, I'm going to jump here. So I don't know if too much thought was going through my brain, though. It just kind of happened.
For you, as you are getting ready for your first edition of the rivalry game, and Ryan Day was saying in there at the podium, Caden Curry just mentioned it here, it's time to play for hardware. Mm-hmm. For you to be in a situation, not just for a rivalry, but everything that can come into these late game years and late year games and a playoff beyond that, it's a little bit different than what you've had for the last couple of years. How ready are you for this opportunity that's now in front of you?
Yeah, no, it's a special opportunity. And, first off, I'm so grateful to be in this position with this team. I'm grateful to be playing with these guys. I mean,
it looks fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun and it's a special group to be a part of. But I'm super ready. I'm ready to roll, and I'm ready to go. So
I'll let you go get ready. We've kept you long enough.
Are you the only player on this team who's played in a Big Ten championship game?
Joey Velasquez.
Okay. On the same game.
Same game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
No doubt.
All right.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Congratulations there to Max Clare. So, look. All right, Carson, you have to stop over. You have to stop over here. Well, we won't ask you about the hair again. Coach Day was talking about just the way that this running attack has found some footing. That starts with you guys up front.
Yeah.
And I know that, talking with you earlier in the year in Austin, you guys all had a lot of confidence that it was better than it seemed. But how much further has it progressed over the last month in you guys' mind right now?
Yeah, it's been huge, and that comes from firing on all cylinders, whether that's communication, taking each step at the same time, same footwork, and then also communicating with the backs and what they're reading as well. Because I think we have a lot of young people in our backfield right now, which is elite because they're playing at an elite level, and so for them to kind of come along and get more experience is going to be huge for us, as well as CJ, who's been doing a lot of great work as well. So for us to kind of not only fire on all cylinders on the O-line, but kind of get a feel for what we're doing in the backfield as well. Kind of helps us, click on all fronts.
How difficult is it in reality to keep your attention on each week? These last 3 games, it's Purdue, UCLA, Rutgers, and you know what's at the end of it.
Yeah.
And I know that you guys love the process. You talk about the process. You don't get bored. How many times are there where you catch yourself thinking, we've got to do something at the end of the month, and that's what we're building towards?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we always say that, we always remember, little pun, we always remember the teams that play, well in November. So for us to go out and have the potential to go play that game again is going to be huge. So, every once in a while you catch yourself, thinking about it, or maybe thinking a little bit too big picture, but you have to narrow in on, what's my assignment, what's my footwork for this game and this play.
All right.
Well, I have one question for you, and you can tell me if it's stupid or not. I ask stupid questions, Carson. That's what I do. Is it more exciting when you are out there blocking for a long touchdown run, or when there's 5 backups in and you get to watch it?
Ooh. I would say the most exciting touchdown is actually in the in-between, right? So potentially we might go back out there and then someone runs the ball back on a kickoff return. That's the most exciting touchdown when you're like, wow, we actually don't have to go back out there. That's awesome.
The relief, save those reps. All right, well, we'll save you some time, too. Go down there and get ready for next week.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Congratulations. Hair looks fantastic.
Thank you.
What a wonderful decision that is. All right, make sure that I got this recorder here, Birm. All right, let's go downstairs. I think Spencer Holbrook of Letterman Road grabbed it for me. See who is still downstairs as Ohio State closes up shop here at the Horseshoe for 2025. They are 11-0, by the way. They need to win next week in the Big House still. There are a lot of convoluted tiebreaker scenarios, but the simplest and clearest path win the rivalry game and go to Indianapolis. So Ryan Day was banging that drum that it's time to play for hardware. We're gonna need Jerry Emig right here.
Thank you. That's right. Good seeing you. You ready? Let's roll.
Jerry, can you come here, please? So,
my guy, Austin.
This is it for you in this building. There's still a lot of football left. Throughout this week, as you prepared for your last game in Ohio Stadium, you downplayed it, some of it. Oh, they're not going to do anything to celebrate me, and I'm going to be fine. I'm just going to show up for work. That wasn't true. You lied.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. You guys got me scared when on a Tuesday when somebody asked about the bell, and I'm like, that is for legends. That is for players and coaches. And thankfully, Coach Tressel, was here to do that. But no, I didn't. Yeah, I've just low-keyed my career always because I'm just, I just look at it as merely being an SID. But I know I'm important to you guys. You have major jobs to do, and that's to get content to turn into words and phrases and podcasts and YouTube videos that our fans, that Buckeye Nation can devour. And you guys, we've got a huge beat. It's incredibly important for me to be able to set parameters and protocols that allow you to do your job. And that's where I have my good SID days right there. So I just didn't think that anything needed to be, done for me, but I'm certainly grateful. And as I said upstairs, I feel very, very fortunate today.
So I'm used to doing this with players and coaches when they, got a big game like this, and it's describing the emotions that you're feeling, like what was going through your mind, what stands out from this day. And so I don't know if that even makes sense for you, because I bet it's a little bit of a blur right now, but what's the first thing that comes to your mind that's happened so far? And it's been a great SID. So a SID day so far.
Yeah. Just the outpouring of warmth and support and friendship that I've felt from 7 a.m. on. I arrived here at 7. Redcoats were there. Each one was handing me a Buckeye, and I'm like thinking, what's going on? Why is everybody giving me a Buckeye? And then before I knew it, I've got, 100 Buckeyes up there, and it's just, and there's 101.
There's Birm's been holding his.
Thank you, Jeremy. Just feeling very grateful and fortunate for the outpouring of support, for being recognized by people for, doing a good job, but also being a good person. And that just makes you feel really good.
Did you think that you were going to make it through the speech without choking up? You gave it. So what happened in the press box after the first offensive drive of the game? Jerry paused to make an announcement. That's a normal thing. Attention press, and we've heard that. I've been hearing it for 15 years. Normally it's a record, it's some sort, but Jerry gave a heartfelt speech. We keep that private. That's in the locker room. What happens up there stays there. But you didn't get through it without having to stop a couple times. And I'm not used to seeing you struggle with that.
Yeah. No, I was nervous that I was going to crack, that I was going to, tear up a little bit. I read it out loud a number of times, last night at home, this morning a couple times. And, and there were spots where, yes, it did cause me to tear up. And that's just, I think just, the gratefulness of this job and being a part of Ohio State and being helpful to so many people and the important jobs that they need to do. But once I started into it, I thought, no, I've got this. And then I had to stop. And then, because you guys are friends. And when you thank somebody for, or thank that crowd of people for being friends, yeah, it was a little emotional, but I got through it, and I'm happy I did. And you all deserved those kinds of praises and gratitude from me, because you've been terrific to work for.
I don't think
work with, rather.
Yeah. I don't think people understand or appreciate how stressful your job is on a day-to-day basis. I've been able to watch a lot of that over the last few years. The way that you handle every day with a smile, personal, professional challenges, I've never seen any of them get you down for more than 5 minutes. It's the thing that I value the most about having been around and working alongside you or with you or however we view that for an SID and coverage of a team. Thank you. Congratulations on this day, but you're not done yet. So
Heart of hearts. How happy are you that the final game at Ohio Stadium is not next week?
Love it. I just love it. And Austin, I do want to say I appreciate you saying that, because people don't really know what this job is, and you're exactly right. It can be difficult. Nothing is small with Ohio State football, and that's a good thing, because that makes us the program that we are. But the fact that you all recognize the difficulties and you appreciate the fact that I've stayed consistent throughout, and that's what I've tried to do. Just always be consistent. So, regardless what kind of day, others may be having, if they come to me with something that they need, they're going to get the same old Jer that they've always gotten. And I've just enjoyed that thoroughly.
It's never stops. Thank you,
buddy.
Yeah.
Yep, really appreciate it.
We'll see you in the press box.
Jeremy.
What time is it closing?
I don't know. I think there's...
I know. We can't say that on that. Yeah. Let's edit it out. All right. So this is Jerry. We'll get cleaning out this locker room to defend the shoe the last time, Birm. How about that? All right. We may have missed a few opportunities to get the players because the buses are gone, but I think that Jerry has earned that moment, earned that spotlight. And to be totally honest with you, the players are gone here. So you look at, hey, how's it going, guys? Who's the player of the game?
Seniors will go to Deontay Griffin.
Oh, okay. Didn't think we were getting down.
It's got to be Peoples, right? You got a couple TDs.
Peoples, all right. Two good choices. Now it's time for Television's Adam King's player of the game.
I more so than player of the game, I just wanted to say I absolutely loved watching that Jerry interview from afar. He gave the man his due spotlight. That was a beautiful thing to watch.
Yeah, he has spent his entire career, 23 years, making sure that the spotlight is shining in the right place elsewhere on Ohio State. What he called a badass football program.
Whoa,
Did you? Yeah, he used words. I think you're allowed to say them on TV or at least on YouTube.
We have an FCC guideline when it comes to the notebook that you cannot say stuff like that.
Oh, well, Birm, make sure that you bleep that out. Badass is what I said.
I don't care what
Worst game of the season, I think, is the mindset.
You told me you wished you'd never come today.
Yes. No, I think it's funny that this is a prime example of what makes Buckeye fandom so interesting. Is that scoreboard says 42-9 and everybody has thrown their hands in the air. They have trashed their house. They're angry and they won't be coming back until next Saturday at noon.
You FaceTimed me in the press box from the third row.
That's accurate.
Because you were one of those people. You wanted to trash the press box.
I didn't want to trash. I just want to know what was going on with the Julian Lincoln. Can Lincoln not hand the ball? Can he not run stretch to the boundary? I didn't understand. It was like, all right, we're going to run the ball. Send him back in. Like, I know Lincoln can hand the ball off.
Okay, do you have anything you feel good about from this game? Because they still won 42-9.
I have a lot that I feel good about in this game. I like that they found finally their rhythm there in the second half. That's important. I like that they faced some adversity, some play calling that wasn't necessarily smooth the whole way through. And so, I don't know. I think next week, one, I think Jeremiah and Carnell are both going to play. And I think two.
Would that be helpful?
It's go time. Yes, that would be very helpful. Turns out that having two top 5 wide receivers in the NFL, pretty important.
Okay.
Hey,
thanks. You have someone you'd like to single out for actually playing well today?
Oh,
Caden Curry?
Yeah, Caden Curry is for sure. And you kind of mentioned this earlier, Max Clare as well. I thought it's good to see Julian lean on Max Clare, because now when you get Carnell and you get Jeremiah back, hey, that Max Clare connection's not going anywhere. So
people have to be alert for that now.
People have to be, and Bo Jackson looks good. I mean, when you go back and look at the grand scheme of things, it was a Rutgers game that is always weird, and in the end, they won 42-9, and so I think you take it.
All right. Are you ready for Talking Tuesday next week? Getting ready for the game?
I do. There was a moment in the second half where you just that feeling in your stomach when you realize that this clock's winding down. And it's time, and then they're singing like
it's time for war.
It's time for they're singing. We don't give a dang for the whole state of Michigan. Didn't want to have to do two bleeps.
Okay,
you didn't want two bleeps.
FCC strikes.
Yeah, FCC, and I just thought to myself, like, man, here we go.
Yeah.
From here on out, we got 2 months of craziness.
Hardware season.
I
love. Caden Curry did this already. So it's time to play for hardware. Right after Ryan Day said it at the podium. It's like the way that they take their coaching messages and points and instruction from it's pretty remarkable. It's where that buy-in comes from.
It's exactly what I do with Birm. Birm calls me after every talking Tuesday. I take the notes and I work to get better.
At the end of the day, that's all we can do.
At the end of the day ends.
Hey, that's television's Adam King of 10 TV. It's great for him to join us. And do you have anyone else you wanted to shout out on the notebook, Birm?
No.
I didn't think so, because this game
is over.
was a game. It was, I almost feel bad by saying that this month after Penn State started with a scrimmage at Purdue, because this felt like the most scrimmagey game that Ohio State could have had. I didn't even open the notebook on the notebook. I could. Again, everything is going to come back to the health of Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate. We don't have to belabor that point. As Adam King just alluded to, as Birm and I talked about on the pregame keys, as we've done on every show, it certainly seems like Jeremiah will be ready to play against Michigan, and that Carnell Tate should be in line to be close to be available. I'm not going to make a prediction for a week from now, but a game like this where it did feel a little bit disjointed, where the explosiveness of that passing attack was lacking for long stretches of the game, goes without saying. It'd be better for Ohio State to get them back, and the sooner the better. But Ohio State accomplished what it needed to. It won the game, which is ultimately all it needed to do. It won decisively. It did not. There were some moments where it looked like a little bit scary for Lorenzo Styles Jr. with an injury, Luke Montgomery coming out of the game at one point, Brandon Ennis taking a hard hit. But Julian Sayin in and out in one piece. Lincoln Keenholt's got more reps as the backup quarterback, just in case you need that. We've seen that in situations in the big house as well. We're going to get into all of that in the week ahead, but the Buckeyes got what they needed, which is win number 11. They are still in line to go compete for a spot in the Big Ten championship game, and they're looking to get gold pants next weekend in that losing streak. But I don't have to tell any of you that who are watching the notebook. You already know it. The week is here. Enjoy the rest of this weekend. And we'll have wall-to-wall coverage, as we always do on the Austin and Birm Show, as we get ready for the last game of the regular season. It is the game. This was just a game. Buckeyes win 42-9. Thanks for joining us on the notebook. We'll talk to you on Monday.